what's going on, guys? Scott Newby here with Bass Brings Us Together, Living with Scott and Cat podcast. I am by myself, which is fine because this was a last minute thing. I'm leaving out of town this weekend, so I figured I'd like to get this, answer a few questions, go over a few topics, some really cool stuff going to be happening with the channel. And tomorrow night I'll be live on Shane Lee's channel. So just wanted to get this knocked out before I went out of town. And we're already getting people in the chat, which appreciate you guys showing up, because literally I just planned this like 30-45 minutes ago. I was like, I got a free hour. Let's go hang out with everybody and cover a few topics. So we got Ike in the house. Thanks for coming by, man. I certainly appreciate it. Tim's Turbo Centrum from the Netherlands. Man, that's what's up. It's awesome that we get people literally from all over the world coming over here to hang out with us. So it's Friday. Listen to me. I don't even know where the hell I'm at right now. It's Wednesday, February 12th. So I am leaving for Las Vegas on Sunday, which is funny. I put that the other day and somebody says, why do you and Kat travel separately? We do for a few reasons. For little short trips like this, it's just easier with the kids. As she goes out to spend time with her girlfriend on her Vegas trips, I go out for more business associated stuff, which usually involves the bars and a blackjack table. Her and I also, we do our Mexico trip, and we will go to Vegas probably about once a year together. But I'll do 2 trips a year by myself, and she'll do like 4 by herself because that gives her a girl time with her girlfriend. So it works out well. So I'll be going Sunday morning to Wednesday night, which is enough time for me in Vegas. Zach is in the house. Thanks for coming by, man. Van Gool, what's up? Appreciate all you guys literally coming by last second. I was just walking through the house handling a couple things. I said, man, I should get online, hang out with everybody, cover a few topics, which got some really cool stuff, man. So first of all, I got to thank Clarity Creation, which is a sponsor of this channel. Been a sponsor for a while. Absolutely amazing doing business with those guys, Alex and Dylan. They're killing it with the exotic snakes, the geckos and stuff. I've had them on a live. I got to check out their animals in person. They even came out to an event of ours. Absolutely amazing people to deal with. And we wouldn't be here. When I say we, like I'm sitting here with a room full of people, I wouldn't be here tonight without all our Patreon members, subscribers, anybody that shows us love and support in the community with merch or coming over for a get-together or hanging out on a live stream. So definitely appreciate all of you guys liking, subscribing, all of our stuff. So Kat will be on soon. Everybody keeps saying, hey, man, why are we always staring at your ugly face? But Kat will be on soon. We're actually going to be planning a big episode soon. She'll be on. We're going to come hang out with a couple other people. That is in the works. And that actually is part of the giveaway, which I have that announcement at the end of this live. So I hang out with you guys for about a half hour, 45 minutes. So certainly the first thing I want to touch on is I've had a lot of people asking about the JTR 218 Touring Pro Sound subwoofer that Jeff and the boys from JTR came out with. It's actually sitting in the room right next to me. Got to play with it. Absolutely amazing. It's going to be hanging around here for a little bit. I used it down in the theater, used it up with the RTJ setup. I will bring that up. I'm still, I've been doing this shit for like 16 months. And you think I'd get better at using some of this. So I'm going to add JTR site to here, which you guys should be able to see that. No problem. And I will show you more of what I was dealing with. So you guys can see now. So the new subs that they released for 2025 are these guys right here, which is the Captivator 218 Pro and the 218 Touring Edition. The 218 Touring Edition is what I have in for demo. Usually I don't take stuff in for demo because that isn't usually what my channel on the audio side of things is about. I talk about the stuff that I own or that I bought or that I got to go experience. But this is a special subwoofer, and it was actually making its rounds around Chicagoland a little bit. It competed in a DJ subwoofer shootout. And I was able to get my hands on it to do some overview videos, which I shared a couple of weeks ago. And I got a few people coming by to check it out. So the 218 Pro and Touring, basically what they are is the new high-performance Pro audio, sound reinforcement, DJ subwoofers, whatever you want to call it, on more commercial side of products from JTR. What makes this subwoofer very special, at least for me, somebody that enjoys a lot of deep bass, is it is tuned extremely low. So the frequency response, goes down to 20 hertz on this. And I did measure it in room. If you guys check that video out, we were getting strong, mid-low 20 hertz response out of this sub. Certainly has the output capabilities to feel it in your chest too on certain music. But it was nice when I was using it upstairs, playing a lot of EDM music and stuff like that, that you could really appreciate the low stuff. And I got a few guys coming by that actually DJ for a living. And I was at one of the DJ shootouts, and they're like, man, you just don't get this kind of deep output bass from a DJ subwoofer. You usually get a lot of loud mid bass, but you lose the lower octave. So it's certainly been a lot of fun. I got some more plans and stuff to play with it while it's here. So I did not buy it. It's in here for a loan. So, all right. JTR also dropped something else, which is awesome for everybody. And it is, right, where's that guy at? Here they are. So they are the JTR Noesis 110 HT in walls. Very similar to the RTJ in walls I'm using as in ceilings, 10-inch two-way. It matches the rest of the family. So let's click on this because there's important. These are big in wall, or I don't think you're supposed to use them as in ceiling. I broke all the rules and I put them in ceiling. So $1,500 each. They match the rest depending on how you want to get this model, but they're big still, and they have 750 watt power capabilities. And they get loud, but they are 14 inches wide and 14 inches tall, and you need like 10-inch studs to mount these properly because you got speaker wires coming out of the back. So they are a big in-wall or in-ceiling speaker, but they also, they play loud. I use them for Atmos, and it's insane. Keeps up with everything in this room, absolutely no problem. So for everybody, I think these just dropped like today or yesterday on the site. I seen it, so that was pretty awesome. So definitely that is cool. Looking forward to what people got to say about that. So I don't know, that's cool stuff. Jeff and those guys, they're always pumping out what people need and want. I built my whole system around this stuff, and I've never experienced stuff like this before. It's amazing. We got people in the chat. Another good thing about having Kat in here too is now I'm already so backed up about the messages. But there's other stuff we're going to talk about tonight. About the messages so I'm going to talk about the conversation I had with Steve Mead. Talk about this, and this is a super important for anybody that owns a JTR sub, a Deep Sea Sound sub, a Seton sub. Anybody that's using the speaker power amp, we're going to talk about that dyno test, which was super important to the whole home theater community. And then we're going to be talking about the future of Bass Brings Us Together. And then we're going to be talking about this awesome giveaway that we have planned for when we reach 10,000 subscribers, which we're like 850 away. So if you haven't subscribed yet, we certainly appreciate it. Been having a lot of fun on this channel. This channel is all community based. So, all right, let's go through some of the chat, and then we will hop right into the next topic. Siphonics, what's up, man? Have a nice snowstorm blowing. Man, I tell you, the drive home from Chicago today, it was windy and cold and snowy. Oh, yeah. I guess Kat was already on that. Kat is in the middle of a huge project herself, building a puzzle. So Kat certainly has a lot more patience than I. They say opposites attract, and that is definitely true. I need to get something done right now, and I can't stop until it's done. Kat can put together a 1,000-piece puzzle and enjoy herself. That would drive me absolutely bananas. Kat's ready for spring. So am I. That's funny because she's right upstairs. But yes, I am ready for spring too. In terms of electrician, what's your house main power connections? How many amps? 3-phase? No 3-phase in the house. I do run 200 amp main breaker and a 100 amp sub panel breaker. All the subwoofers in this room are ran off 240 volt. Standard over here for most household stuff is 110, 115, 120. And then 240 for the bigger stuff, like maybe a clothes dryer. In my case, subwoofers. So miles 30, negative 30. It's going to get cold over here tomorrow too, but not negative 30 here tomorrow. He wants to leave Oregon. Yeah. End of winter, February storms are the worst. A lot of the Northeast snow blown through. Yeah, man, dude, no doubt. We feel you with that. If you guys aren't familiar, Joseph is up in Canada, and we live just south of Chicago, so we share a lot of the same weather. Are these new? These are new to the JTR line. They were in the RTJ line, and now it has trickled down into the JTR line. So certainly a lower cost of entry, which is obviously awesome. Anything in this hobby that we could get into a lower cost of entry is a good time, especially for me. All right. Van Gool's cold. Everybody's cold. Oh, Kat wants us to move to Hawaii. I guess I got to go... guess I gotta call up Roto-Rooter in Hawaii or open an Able up out there. That's fine. Good views. Our brother from Denmark in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for coming on. Everybody on here on such a short notice. That's awesome. Miles, need to save for 40H. Oh, Denon 4800H and a nice Buckeye amp soon. Definitely, man. Denon Marantz makes great products. I've owned both, used both. Not that exact one, but plenty in that family. Buckeye, I'm a huge fan of Buckeye. When the Rotel amps, if they ever die in the theater, they'll be replaced with Buckeye. Can't say enough good things about Rotel, Buckeye. I've had a lot of good luck with both of them. Siphonics said, absolutely wild that your channel is climbing so fast. Hey, man, I certainly appreciate it. We had videos go viral with Kat, and then we obviously having Youth Man and Don Dunn and just having the get-togethers helps. And then also, Steve Mead giving me the shout out in his video for giving him a hand of figuring out an amplifier for his subs. So certainly just a lot of love within the community and us just having fun, literally, with all this. Not trying to take any of it super, super seriously, just really trying to. This is kind of my getaway from real life-ish, even though it does take up a lot of my time. Nice. I know you got some Atmos installed. Wasn't sure if any others you showed were new. The 218 Pro and Touring editions are new subs for JTR, and then them releasing from into the JTR and walls. Those are new. Yeah, I seen that you got the new Denon A10H, which is awesome. I'm looking. We watch almost all of your videos, so once you post it up, man, we'll certainly check it out. So I'm a big fan of that. Siphon, sorry, get to work on that video, dude. Yeah, come on, get to work. All right, cool. So I'm caught up on the comments for the moment. We will move into the next topic, and that is the Steve Mead chat that I had. So I was excited. People were excited that Steve and I kind of, hooked up to talk about a good amplifier for his 33-inch subwoofers. He's looking for some more power. I've always been a big fan of Speaker Power. I know Regal from Speaker Power. We've hung out, went broke bread, had a lot of good conversations, had a good time. And I run 11 Speaker Power amps in this theater and 2 Speaker Power amps up in RTJ theater. So we got 13 Speaker Power amps in the house as we speak. Never had one issue. Great power, quiet, done exactly what they're supposed to do. And nothing, as you guys all well know, nothing in this audio system in this house has an easy life. So my oldest Speaker Power amp is going on 6 years old and never an issue. So I certainly didn't have any issues with recommending those amplifiers. Now, we did, as him and I were chatting and he was sharing through his community, because this was his project, and he just kind of brought me in as just asking for some advice. He had some plans of his own, and then just asked what my personal opinion on the situation was. Is I thought that the Speaker Power SP8000, if you want to stick with 120 volt, or the speaker power 12,000. If you want to go to 240 volt, he could have went either route. He was already set up for the 120. Could have easily stepped up to the 240 though, but started with the 120 version, which is SP8000. And what's important about not only his and I conversation, and now we became friends and we chat often, which is cool because like anything in here, building friendships is the awesome part of this. But what was really cool is to see a speaker power amp on the dyno. Now, what's special about the SP8000 is literally in that one chassis is going to be two SP4000s, which is it has to be, I didn't verify this with speaker power, but it has to be the most popular amplifier because a lot of industry places use it and a lot of DIY guys use it. So basically an SP8000 is two SP4000s, and the inside is two 4000 modules. So not only did it let us know what an SP8000 is capable, but the way that he did the test is it tests both channels at the same time. So basically we got a free introduction to what an SP4000 is capable. And I believe SP4000 would have even done more because when he ran that dyno test, it was drawing off both channels where SP1 or an SP4000 would only draw just the one channel. But he was able during the dynamic burst parts repeatedly, which is how we would watch a movie with an explosion or listen to music, with drum kicks or bass drops, is he was able to achieve 5,000 watts per channel at dynamic burst continuously. So that I'm not going to lie, I was a little nervous because obviously Steve Mead is a big name in the game, and asking for my recommendation, I was kind of putting my name out there as well too. But I had a lot of faith in speaker power, and it really came through, and it was really cool to see and really cool for everybody else to see that those amps are extremely well built, huge amounts of capacitance. Everybody says, well, the amp can only draw as much power as it's drawing from the wall. And that would be true if they weren't full of capacitors. I mean, the amps are obviously overbuilt, extreme high density capacitors, so they can handle 5,000 watt burst for a couple seconds at a time. Now, once the caps drain and all it is relying on power off the wall, during his sine wave test of 10 seconds, they did blow the breaker, which we were already prepared for that. But I mean, none of us are running. I don't come down in my theater and listen to 10 hertz sine waves all night. I mean, it's not real world use. So it's awesome that we all know. I mean, I use SP6000s, which I have a bunch of confidence that they're pulling their rated power of 240 volt as well too. But I really put a lot of more justification on the speaker power name, that any of us that are using their amps, that we are really getting that legitimate power that isn't just some kind of made up mythological number that somebody pulled out of their ass. So certainly awesome. Great day. That was a great conversation and a great day for the home theater hobby, especially us subwoofer lovers. So Denmark and Canada are flirting over here. So that will be on their OnlyFans page later, I'm sure. But they both enjoy it raw. So, all right. Guess we'll just go ahead and get this video deleted, right? All right. So on to the next topic, which is the future of Bass Brings Us Together, which I brought this up on our Facebook group, I don't know, a week or two ago. And I was just kind of throwing out the idea is I didn't know where we should go. It's really astounded Kat and myself, the amount of traction that we grow every year with having these events. And it's certainly overloaded the household with dates of people coming over, and just the size in general. So for years and years, we've always had some kind of event or always had people over and had a good time. I just didn't know if we should take the next step and make it a bigger event, because we literally have to turn people away nonstop, and that makes us feel bad. Like, hey, you can't come hang out with us. Because literally at the end of the day, Kat and I are like, well, who are we to say you can't come over and play radios with us and have a beer and, eat with us and chill with the community. So in my head, while I was thinking out loud when I made that post, is I was like, man, I could rent a bigger place and maybe get some companies involved and, do something sort of like what M-Wave was doing, but Chicago based and maybe not as big, but maybe more extreme sided of things. And I really got a mixed reviews of, people coming back saying, well, that'd be cool because then you could get maybe 100 or 150 or 200 people by. And then the other group of people is like, oh, we want to come and experience your setup. That's the magic for us behind the Bass Brings Us Together events, is that people want to see your setup. I guess my mind was in a different space, is I was really just trying to get more people together. Because for me, M-Wave was cool because you got to check out a bunch of different stuff. But what was super cool was that I got to hang out with fellow enthusiasts all day. And we could walk down the street, grab a drink. We could go get some lunch, go back, check out more stuff, meet more people, do more stuff, go out afterwards. And it was really just about hanging out with everybody. So in my mind, as we're telling people, hey, we're at capacity in our home, is what if we just kind of opened it up to everybody and made a bigger event out of it? I got a little, I don't want to say backlash, but some people are like, no, I don't want to come for that. We want to come to check out what's going on in your home. So I don't know. I was really on the fence, and it was keeping me up at night just thinking about the right way to go about it, because we've realized that after this year, that the event is just too big just for our house. I mean, I made the announcement, hey, we're going to open up to like 70 people May 3rd, which is my birthday. I'll be 41. Look at me aging ever so gracefully over here. And it filled up the same day. And then just constantly since then, I get a random message here or there. Hey, I want to come. And I'm like, man, I'm sorry. We've been full since we announced it. So for next year, after talking with a few other close friends and fellow enthusiasts around the Chicagoland area, is not, this will solve actually a lot of problems. The first problem it'll solve is it won't be a huge pain in my ass to go rent a place, and then you got to do like security, and then you got to set up companies to come out, and then I end up having to charge people to come to that event, and then to try to make that fair enough to where I don't screw us, that it ends up costing us a lot of money, or I end up overcharging people, and then we end up making a lot of money, and then you feel bad because you made a lot of money off your fellow enthusiasts. So like, man, that really does sound like a huge pain in the ass. And then it takes away the magic of people gathering in your homes. So what we've decided to do is that for next year, for Bass Brings Us Together next year, we are adding more homes to the Bass Brings Us Together event. So I've had a few chats. I'm not going to go huge for the first year, because I'm very well known for just balls deep, jumping right in. Let's get 15 houses on here. Let's get 500 people roaming through Chicago. I'm not going to do that. But probably next year going to have like 3 or 4 other locations that are all within like 45 minutes or say within an hour of each other. And then we can have each house have like, say, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 people in it, and everybody just kind of rotate, and we'll do Saturday and Sunday. And I think that we'll be able to, my goal is to double the attendance. Is I want to move from 70 to like 130 or 140 for the first year, and then we're just going to kind of feel that out. So, people will come by here. I figure we do everything like all day Saturday until like 6 p.m. And then maybe we could all meet up at a central location, like a big bar, restaurant, pizza place. Get a big group of people together that we can all still hang out for a couple hours, but still have everybody together rotating through homes. Kind of like what the Kansas City crew does, kind of like how we've done a little bit in the past of just people checking out different homes in the same day. We'll just do it kind of very well orchestrated. And I don't know. I think that's what we're going to try, because I really want to bump the numbers up, and I really want to stop telling people, sorry, you can't come hang out with us, because to me that sounds silly. If I really wanted to be part of something, and I was like, oh, we don't have room for you, I mean, that would suck. And what Kat and I have noticed is almost everybody that comes through here is they're like, this is a magical event. Like, I had no idea people were doing this. We've had people that showed up at, event 5 years ago, and they're like, yeah, I made good friends. I still talk to those guys all the time. We're actually hanging out. So going to keep the core value of the Bass Brings Us Together. We're just going to expand for the big event a little bit. We'll always do, I mean, about every other month, I'm still hosting 4 to 8 guys come over, trying to, make more footage for the Home Theater Chronicles, get more people in for demos, get like husband and wives that come in from out of town that want to check out the products and the gear. So certainly just trying to progress ever so gracefully and trying to keep the cost down for the fellow enthusiasts. So I understand, I've been to events. I mean, you got, like, when I went to M-Wave, I had to drive 8 hours one way and back. That's gas. Had to rent a room, and shit down there was like $250 a night. So I think I spent like 2 or 3 nights, so it's $500 or $750. So I don't want to add on the cost, even if people are like, well, we'll pay $20 or $50 or $100. It isn't really the point of that. It's just come hang out. Don't worry about anything else but the hobby, about having a good time, about experiencing some stuff that you might have already experienced, or you might even have a better system than the guys than we have. That none of that matters. It's just you get to hang out with 20, 30, 50, 100 guys and ladies that all just get into the hobby. So we're just working on bass, bringing more people together. That's right. And these shirts are always on a great sale if you guys want to buy these. Our budget for advertising is extremely low, so just like to throw that in there. So, all right, let me answer a couple of these questions, and then we will move on to the most awesome part of this whole podcast. And Siphonic says, Expona weekend, I'm trying to save and plan for that flight and staying in a hotel near that area. Well, that's awesome, Joseph, because if you do make it in town for that weekend, if you want to hang out that Saturday night, there's a get-together, Expona after party going on. That's not too far away from there, and we might be able to coordinate something to where I can go by and grab you and bring you out to that get-together. I got to see if he has room. I will check with him. So as soon as you know what you're doing, then I can talk with him. He's got Rich has a full JTR theater in the basement, a huge DJ set up out in his garage, and it's a real good time. And he'll have a full house over there, so you can hang out with even more fellow enthusiasts, just more in the home theater side, since Expona's not really home theater oriented. I don't know if I'll probably end up at Expona at some point, because some guys were talking about meeting up for lunch. I don't know. I'm not the hugest fan of the smaller rooms. I do like the big rooms, but the small rooms, it's really hard for me to have a good time and critically listen to a pair of speakers when there's 35 people's heads for reflection points. So definitely, if you get in town, though, we're going to hang out for sure. Zach says, that sounds awesome. I'm assuming that he's talking about the new approach for 2026 Bass Brings Us Together. And if you are, thank you. I certainly appreciate it. Antonio, man, I don't speak shit for Spanish. I got a couple guys that work with me that teach, that I've literally worked side by side for 20 years, and they only teach me the most terrible words to use in Spanish. So you're probably saying something extremely nice right here. And thanks for being here. AV Live, hi Scott. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Nice seeing 15, 20 of you guys coming by on such a short notice. That's awesome. Fred 215, OG in the house. Man, certainly supporter since day one. We appreciate it. Ultimate Home Cinema says, keep up the great work, brother. Man, hey, we certainly appreciate it. Just trying to have a good time with you guys. Joseph would love to be part of it. Yeah, dude, no doubt. That would be awesome. Tell us how to get one of the shirts. It's on our Shopify store. I share the links ever so often. If I was more prepared, because I do this for fun, and I screw up a lot of shit, is I would have a link right here and be like, oh, you could just click this link and go buy a shirt, and I could make 5% off that shirt, and then that could go to supporting this channel, and then we'd all be happy. I will. Shit, That is a great fucking question. How to get one of these shirts? Ain't that about a bitch? We've sold a ton of shirts. Usually they're off links off of our Facebook group, Bass Brings Us Together, or my personal one, or in Cat and I's Living It with Scott Cat podcast. Yeah, shit, I don't know. Now Kat's even giving me shit, which she is the total production department of this production. So she really needs to get her shit together. Enthusiasm in the videos. Sure, enthusiasm / insanity, man, whatever works. Certainly appreciate it. No, you didn't put me on the spot. That's seriously. When this live is over, I'm going to go through and add that so you can see that. Okay, the way that the Shopify works, or if I screwed it up, it's like this long ass thing. Like, it isn't just Bass Brings Us Together. I don't even know if you could type in Bass Brings Us Together Shopify if it would come up. But no, I always just copy and paste the link, and it's just this long ass thing. Finster, better late than never. Certainly, yes. Appreciate you being here, buddy. You just missed everybody giving me shit. So, you're just in time. So, all right, you guys ready for something cool? I'm ready for something cool. Hold on a second. So Kat and I, obviously super pumped up. Channel's been doing well, having a lot of fun. Her and I discussed this whole adventure, man, for the last 16 months. Literally every day we bounced ideas off each other. I spew a bunch of shit to her, and she lets me know what she thinks a good idea. She comes up with ideas. We come up with shirt ideas, channel ideas, future of what's going on. She's been a huge support for not only me in this hobby, but for this channel. And we've been doing well. So we think we've had a lot of awesome help through the community in different avenues. We've just been kind of enjoying ourselves. But we are coming close to 10,000 subscribers. And for her and I, that is a huge milestone. So certainly appreciate anybody that's ever shared or liked or subscribed to any of this shit we do. I know it don't appeal to everybody, but certainly for you guys that hang out with us and have a good time with us, we do appreciate it. So we're around 850 people short of 10,000 subscribers. So for 10,000 subscribers, which is a big milestone for us, to some people, I mean, it's nothing to have, 50, 100,000, 500,000 million, but nonetheless, big milestone for us. So we're excited. So we will be doing a giveaway. Not only will we do an amazing merchandise sale, which that I'll share that info later, but you'll be able to pick all this stuff up pretty much at our cost, or maybe I might even lose a couple dollars on that for that sale, but we're going to go all out. But that is who gives a shit about a t-shirt when it comes to what I'm going to drop on you guys right now. And no, I'm not giving away a fucking Honda or something, so don't think that, but we're giving out the second best thing to a Honda, and that's going to be Oh, you guys, is everybody in suspense? Everybody's like, what the fuck is this guy going to give away? Bam! We're giving away a 2-channel Buckeye amplifier. Now, it's not biggest and their most expensive amplifier, but it is a great amplifier nonetheless, and we are on a limited budget here. So we will be giving away this amplifier, which is an amazing amplifier, and that is a 2-channel Hypex NC252. Now, a couple important things. We will not be opening up entries until we hit 10,000 subscribers, which that could be in a couple days. That could be in 2 weeks. That could be in a month. whatever it is. The day that we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will make an announcement on our Facebook channels. Base Brings Us Together, and then our other Facebook group, Living It with Scott and Cat. We will give everybody 7 days to make an entry. If you can't get it done within 7 days, then you're shit out of luck. And so once that happens, so boom, we hit 10,000 subscribers, boom, you get 7 days to enter. Then I'm placing the order for this amplifier, which will be brand spanking new, built to order, the Hypex 252 2-channel. I will call Dylan at Buckeye, or I'll place an order, completely pay for it in full. He will build your amplifier, and it's going to ship right from him. Won't never touch our hands. You'll get the brand new open box smell and get to hug it and kiss it and all that weird shit that we all do with our amplifiers. So, yeah, 10,000. This is an awesome amp, and we just want to do something awesome for the community. And I was like, I didn't want to give away, like $100 pair of speakers or something. I wanted to give away just something cool. You don't see many people or channels giving away something cool like this. I don't know. I want to do something special for everybody. I'm obviously a big fan of Buckeye. And I just think that's whoever wins this would really appreciate it. Awesome specs on this amp. I mean, at half power, it's doing 0.0015 in the 4 ohm, 2 ohm capable amp. Talk to Dylan, he says it'll do 2 ohm all day. So, yeah, it's Class D, high dampening. And power efficiency 92%. Automatic on-off, XLR, multi-way binding post. I mean, like, this is, to me, I'm excited for whoever wins this thing. So that is going to be our giveaway. So just to be super clear again with everybody, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will make a post on one of our Facebook groups, probably announce it on YouTube as well, because we try to get on here often. Once we hit 10,000, then everybody will get 7 days to email us, email entries only, and you're only entered if you get a return from us. There will be none of that, I emailed you. Why? No, you have to. I responded to everybody last time when I gave away the clip speakers, which was like, 150 people. But definitely, yes, this is something absolutely free, man. Just for showing love to our community, our group of people, to our channel, to our Facebook groups. I want to repay it in a big way. And I don't know. And this is totally us just reinvesting back in this channel. This amplifier literally take almost half of what we've made since we started this channel. But I don't care. I just want it to be awesome. I want it to be cool. I want whoever wins this to just be blown away and be like, holy shit, I can't believe I won this for free. No taxes, no shipping and handling, no weird behind the scenes shit. Brand new amp. You're going to be the only one to ever touch it after Dylan buys it or builds it. So I don't know, dude. I'm pumped up for you guys. So, maybe for 100,000 subscribers here, Fred, let's pump the brakes. Maybe when we hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll give away a JTR subwoofer, and not one of mine. So I don't know. I certainly, man, I've been pumped. I've been thinking about that for like 2 weeks. I was like, man, I can't wait to drop it. I wanted to wait till we were well over 9,000 subscribers because I was like, well, I don't want to build the hopium or the hype too much. So I think we're in a good position that within the next couple of weeks, just how everything's been going, that we'll be able to open that up to everybody. So, oh yeah, Cat, just yeah. All right, Fred. What we got? That link to your store is not on the Facebook group about or the website page about section. You need to put that link up. Yeah, I need to do a lot of shit. See, I'm losing shirt sales. See, now our buddy could have bought a shirt. I would have made $3. I would have reinvested that into the channel. We're still growing. These are growing pains. I have subscribed all I can subscribe. I can't subscribe anymore. Man, we certainly appreciate it. my home entertainment system. And you know what? For you subscribing, loving, and supporting the community, when we open it up, do yourself a favor. Make sure that you email us. Kat or I will get back to you. But anybody that sends me anything tonight or tomorrow, no, that isn't how it works. You have to wait till we hit 10,000, and everybody gets a fair shot. 7-day entry, 1 entry per person, no purchase necessary, and blah, 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 all that other legal shit, whatever. So, not that you need another amp from Buckeye, but I'd love to. Hey, man, I would love to. I was like, man, I would love to win that amp. But unfortunately, no friends or family that live in the same household are allowed to win it because everybody would say I'm a scam artist, even though I wouldn't do that to you guys. But I'm sure Kelly would love to win that amplifier. Probably not. I keep telling her, let me put a sound system in your room. She loves our whole household, Kat, the girls, myself, everybody loves music. I was like, let me put a pair of GTR HT110s and an RS1 with a Buckeye 2-channel amp, and I'll get a little preamp, and then we can hook your iPad up to it. And she's like, no, what? No. She's like, no, why would we do all that? So I don't know. I tried. She's still young. So AV Life ordered 4 Buckeye amps. Oh, 3 of the NC2Ks. That's awesome. Those, so for you guys that don't know, those are like the monoblocks that I run the RTJs off of, and then he's got a 6-channel for the rest. That's awesome. Yeah, man, I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't believe in it. I've heard multiple systems with the Buckeye amps, and we currently, have the Buckeye amps that we bought to push the RTJs. If I didn't have hands-on experience with it and truly believe in it, I wouldn't recommend it. So you're going to love them. That's awesome. Sci-Fox Audio, that's a really noble way to inspire audio community, giving great stuff away. Yeah, with the clip speakers, it was easy because I was going to use them in a different project. And I was like, man, I haven't used them in years. Somebody, Benjamin at one of them was ecstatic. And I was like, man, I made somebody's day off something that was literally collecting dust for years that I'll probably never use again. I was like, man, let's do more of that. Now, the Buckeye amp, I want it to be special just because pushing 10,000 subscribers, the community growing, bass brings us together coming up. There's just a lot of cool stuff surrounding that. So I wanted to make that. I wanted to give away something that I would be super excited about winning. So I think whoever wins it's going to be. Oh, yes. Good point. Yes, for only U.S. people, my brother in Denmark. And I'm glad you brought this up because, man, we love the support literally from worldwide. We got people listening to Netherlands and Mexico and South America and Denmark and Finland and literally all over the place. But as we learn, and with my brother from Denmark here, is that shipping is a huge pain in the balls. Like literally, it cost me $70 to ship him a sweatshirt, just a fucking Christmas sweatshirt that he had to pay like another $40 to get out of customs. It ended up being $150 for everything, just for this man to get a sweatshirt. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out because it's not that we don't love our out of America, international fan base. It just has to be something simpler and easier to do than just cost a ton of money just because Kat says stop. I'll never stop. I will get systems in this whole house. As you see, we are expanding. I think today's opposite day. I think she means more, unless she's asking for more or something else. I don't know. That'll be a fair later episode. What version is it? Oh, the version of the amplifier is the in-core Hypex version. So this is more the entry level of this. So that is the NC252 MP Hypex. It's $575. So yeah, it's definitely not the Purify model. Like I said, we calculated our budget for production, and as you can see, we don't have links available to sell shirts to help support that. If I did, I'd probably, if I had my shirt game up, instead of us selling 200 shirts, we might have sold 500 shirts, and you might be winning a Purify. So that's my fault. Well, yeah, I can connect with business in UA, but like for the amp, I mean, obviously that would come from the States. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for the future, because we'll probably do another big giveaways, maybe at like 20 or 25,000. And we're going to open that one up to international, or I might even just say, we can do like say at our 25,000 mark when I do another giveaway. If you're international, you can, maybe it'll be like a $500 Amazon card or something like that if you happen to win. So, Ray man, what's up? Hey man, you missed where everybody was giving me a bunch of shit about my shirts and not being prepared. And I'm trying to build systems all around the house. I mean, you missed a fiasco about it, but thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, the shipping does suck. Agree with you, Thomas. It was stupid, man. We certainly appreciate, man, your support, man, from Denmark, and you got our merch and some signed merch from Kat and I, and it's been fun exchanging all that. But we have both certainly overpaid to just move a couple pieces of fabric across lines. Man, if you were my neighbor, you'd be all decked out in the bass gear, that's for sure. Yeah, for hardware, definitely. Yeah, that's tricky. You just got back from work. Hey, I feel you, and I didn't even give anybody notice, dude. I was literally just doing a few things around the house, and I was like, man, I should go on live. I got a bunch of topics to cover. Tomorrow night I'll be on live on Shane Lee's channel, and then Sunday night I'm bouncing out to Vegas for a couple days for a business meeting, and that is with a Tito's and water and some poker. So I got to try to make the house payment. Joker, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Mike's Likes Tacos says, what's up? I just love being part of your journey, man. Definitely. Absolutely. So, all right, guys. Well, that was about 50 minutes. We got to cover everything that I wanted to go over. I'm going to work on the shirt links. So, it's kind of silly that I got called out on that. And that's funny. I'm not giving that guy a hard time. I should certainly be on my game and be like, bam, you want a shirt? There's the link. Oh, so, man, your wish list, your Christmas wish list or whatever wish list. I was like, man, don't let this guy hit the lottery or we're never going to hear from him again because he's going to just be enthralled in music and movies for the rest of his life, man. Yeah, that was an awesome list, man. Oh, Catherine came to join. What's up?
You froze?
Am I froze?
Yeah. It's not mine's not. Oh, never mind. Okay, bye.
Oh. Catherine said I was froze, but she came in to do a wellness check on me. I'm not froze. See, I still have all my movability. All right, what do we got going on here? Man, I love that everybody just stopped in here tonight to hang out here on a Wednesday night. It is cold and snowy and shitty in Chicagoland. So, love your content being on the other side of the world. I can only go by your guys' reviews and thoughts. Buckeye Monsters, you got, let's say, JTR 12s or even 15s for music. So currently, the Buckeye amps I use are their 2500 watt monoblock, the NC2s, and they power the RTJ. So RTJ, JTR, same engineer. So the home theater JTR speakers are powered by Rotel amplifiers, but the RTJ speakers, which each middle section of the RTJ has 4 10-inch drivers and then a two-way coaxial in the middle, so full 3-way speakers, and that's what the monoblocks power is, basically those. And then for the LFE, if you haven't seen so it's a modular setup where there's a sub at the bottom, then the 410, which is the middle, mids, and highs, and then another sub at the top. But the Buckeye amplifiers power the mids and the highs of that 3-way speaker, and then there's speaker power amplifiers that power for the bass. So when you order the RTJ setup, it comes with amplifiers, rack mountable for the subwoofers already. You have to power the metal sections, and I chose Buckeye to go with that. Christmas pajamas. Oh man, I don't know. I did a Christmas shirt, and Kat was giving me so much shit. She's like, nobody's gonna order that shirt, and we sold like 12 of them or 15 of them. So that was great. She's like, wow, holy shit, I can't believe those sold. And I rocked mine everywhere. Make them pay for it on Valentine's Day. Which are we talking? Oh, I already got her flowers and stuff for Valentine's Day. Because not that I'm cheap by any means, but I mean, blowing $150 on roses. Kat gets flowers and candy. I brought her home chocolate today, so she gets spoiled. We've been together for 13 years. Not that that means anything that I shouldn't, but she gets spoiled well before and after Valentine's Day. I'm not buying $150 with the roses. So, hey, Kat, thanks for checking up on Scott. Yeah, Kat is certainly good for a wellness check. Yeah, the RTJs, we love them. That's how we ended up with them. He's got his Xmas shit. He's got his Christmas sweater on right now. That's what's up, man. Man, if I knew that, I would have worn mine because I would have drove Kat crazy because I was wearing it all the time. And she's like, oh my God, you're going out in public in that thing. It's got Christmas trees and subwoofers. It says Merry Basemas on us. Ain't that what that one said? I believe so. If I had a link, I could look it up and I could tell you exactly what it says. So, all right, everybody. You frozen, huh? Want to build some... I think Kat's phone was frozen. I mean, she must have hit fucking pause or something because when she came down here, she's looking at her phone and then she like hit a button and it started up again. So, do I know if anyone in Denmark has bought GTR speakers? I want to hear them so bad. I personally don't know that, Thomas. Your best bet would be to reach out at Tony at JTR, and just say, hey, I'm curious about hearing a set. And if he has any connections at all or anybody he knows that's willing or that owns them, he would be the guy to connect. But no, unfortunately, I'm not aware. You could be the first, So, all right, everybody. Man, come on for an hour. The time literally just blows by hanging out with you guys. I tell everybody, and everybody thinks I'm full of shit, but I'm like, we have the absolute best community. I talk with so many of you guys through chat, through text, through lives, meeting in person. So it's always a pleasure, and I'm glad I get to come on here and hang out with you guys. I'll be on Shane Lee's channel tomorrow night talking about a bunch of stuff. So, and Don Dunn will be on there as well too. So certainly be a good time. And then I'm going to do a little vlog style from Vegas, maybe compile a little thing, maybe go live here or there. So if you get into some Vegas action, check it out. Not sure how much I'm going to share, but I'll get something together and want to share with everybody. And then Kat and I will be planning our next live together. And then I got Mark Seaton from Seaton Sound coming on in March. And keep an eye because once we hit 10,000, you'll be able to make that entry. And whoever wins that amp, I'm going to be pumped up for you guys. Oh, well, I got to read this comment. Any comment that says I just ordered a full JTR setup, I got to read that. I have ordered a full JTR system for my home theater, 2 215s, a 215 RM, 8 110s, 2 RS2s. What would be for an amp to rock up my 215s? Oh, man, if you're asking me, the Buckeye monoblocks, the 2,000 watt monoblocks, the same monoblocks that I'm using on RTJs, or you could maybe go if you want to rock the whole front stage, you could go with like the Purify 3-channel amp. You're going to step down in power. You get some more fidelity, which I don't feel like I'm lacking any fidelity on the RTJs, but the Purify certainly do measure better. So you might appreciate that, but it's still a lot of power. The Purify 3-channel would rock that front stage with a lot of power. I just went for the Max, which if you want to, I'm telling you, the monoblock NC 2Ks, I think they cost us like $1,200 each. Power for days. You'd love them. Actually, for that setup that you get there, honestly, I would probably do the Purify 3. You know what? Let's go to their site real quick because I already know I would do the 8 channel. I told everybody I was going to log off. Once you start talking about this shit with me, I'll stand here all night with you. All right, let me share this again. Let's go over the answer real quick because this is what I would personally do. So I would, for those other 8 channels, I would go with this guy right here. Plenty of power for all the 8 of those speakers, and that price is insane. Let me try to make this a little bit bigger so everybody can see it. How many times have you said that to somebody? So that for the 8 channel, I mean, how are you going to beat that? You're going to push over 350 watts per channel, and at 250, you're at extremely low distortion. You have power for days. Now let's go to the fun part, the front stage. So for that, I would probably, because see, you're going to have to power the center channel too. If you get 3 mono blocks, that'll be insanity, which I certainly am a big fan of, which would be something like this. 3 of these. I use 2 of these on RTJs, which then you'd be pushing 2,000 watts. I'm sorry, 2,500 watts times 3 across the front, which this whole channel and my whole life was built off insanity. So that's the route I would go. If you don't want to do 3 mono blocks, then I would think that you would be in the neighborhood of the bigger 3-channel Purify. And if you're looking for a little bit more fidelity, and that will bring us, where are we at for that? I don't know if that's a 6525. Let's take a look. Is it, or is it the 9040? Oh, it's the monoblock 9040. Okay. So then you'd be looking at this, which would be a 3-channel amp, which will still rock the front stage. Cheaper. And you would get 450 watt per channel. But no, we want more. I mean, you don't need more power than that, but we want more power than that. I thought there was a bigger Purify amp than that. Or maybe they're just going to be in monoblock. Okay. All right. Well, here you go. So either you're going to go the 2,500 watt for $11.95, and you get 2,500 watt, or you save $50, half your power, but you get more fidelity. I've heard both the Purify and Encore. They both sound absolutely amazing. The Purify does measure better. The 2,500 watt will obviously be more power, but if you want to rock those speakers, and the 215s will certainly get down. I've heard multiple of them, and yeah, they'll get down. As I would personally go for the more power. So, and now you got me all excited because that's going to be a hell of a setup. Where are we at? Okay. All right, everybody. Before I was derailed there with that awesome last question. Everybody enjoy your evening. Stay safe. Looking forward to hanging out. If you have a chance, stop by Shane Lee's channel tomorrow night. Hang out with me again and Don Dunn and Shane Lee. And then I'll see you guys when I'm in Vegas. All right, everybody. Once again, thanks to all the subscribers, likes, subscribes, Patreon members, to Clarity Creations for being a good sponsor on this channel. And I'm out for the night. Thanks for the awesome hour, guys. You guys rock. And we will see you soon.